I was saying, to continue with the last video, um, I was, so what we did is, the slope was 3/4. We had the point 4 comma 6, 4 comma 6, and so we put the y value, the output goes in the first spot, and then the m, it's adding 3/4, so that's our slope, parentheses x minus the term number, which is also known as our input, or the x. Okay, so we plugged in those numbers, and then if we simplify and distribute, 3/4 times x is 3/4 x. If you do 3/4 times 4, well, 3/4 times 4, the 4's cancel out, so you're left with just minus 3. And combine like terms, so this is y equals 3/4 x, and 6 and minus 3 is a positive 3. So our simplified equation is y equals 3/4 x plus 3. So now we're given 2 points. And so this is a little bit different from the last time, because if you have -3 comma 5 and 4 comma -2, we need to find the slope, we need to find the pattern number. And so here's x, here's y, here's x, here's y. So -3 is x, and 5 is y, 4 is x, and -2 is y. So then we're going to do bottom minus top, bottom minus top. -2 take away 5 would be a -7. It's going down 7. And 4 minus -3. I don't know what just happened there. Okay, so we have, sorry, let me write it really quick again. -3 and 5, 4 and -2, so this is down 7. 4 minus -3. Remember, this is a big plus, so that's 7. And so we're dividing the rise over the run. So the y change over x, so m is -7 over 7, which is -1. So our slope is -1, and we have we got an x and a y and an x and a y. We can use either one we want to. And it doesn't matter which we use. So we have y equals, we're going to plug in our y, our output, plus m, x minus, plug in our output, which is our, plug in our input, that's our x number there. So we have y equals, if I use the first point, I'm going to have the output of 5. Our slope we found was is -1, so I'm going to -1, and then x, take away the x number here is -3, so I have to take away a -3. And if I'm subtracting a -3, then that is the same as adding. So in this case, we'll have 5, or y equals, I'm going to distribute and simplify this. So 5 minus 1x, -1 times 3 is -3. Go one more time, so we got, let's see, 5 minus 3 is 2, and then bring down minus 1x, which I just need to put x. I don't need to put the 1. So that's what it simplifies to, and I'm going to show you that it doesn't matter which point you use. So I'm going to plug this one in just to show you. Mr. Clark, you're wanted on line 1. Mr. Clark. So I was going to show you how if we use the other point, it's going to be the same exact equation. So we're going to have y equals, so the y number again gets put closest to the letter y, so our output number goes first. Remember, this is the same as if I have the fourth term as -2. So we're plugging in -2, it's the fourth term, or it's our output. Our output goes first, and it's subtracting 1. And then x, take away fourth term, which is also our input, right? X number. So we're going to put the 4 here. If I distribute, I'm going to have -2. minus 1x. Negative times negative is positive 4. And negative 2 and positive 4 makes positive 2. So I have negative 1x and a positive 2. Remember, that's the same as, I don't have to put the 1, so that's just negative x plus 2. And if you notice here, these are the same. I have a negative x and I have a positive 2. They are the same. It doesn't matter which point you use, they're going to give you the same solutions, same equations. So if we want to rewrite in slope-intercept form, that means solve it for y equals mx plus b. That means get y by itself. So to do that, we cannot add the 13 first, which a lot of people want to try and do this, and just add it here. That's not okay, because the 8x and the 14 are grouped together. You can't separate those until you've gotten rid of the distributing of the parentheses. So here we actually have to multiply the 1/2 first. So we're going to have y minus 13 here equals half of 8 is 4, so 4x, and half of 14 is 7, so minus 7. And then to get y by itself, I need to add 13. I cannot add it to the 4x, so I'm going to put it under the 7. So y equals 4x, and negative 7 plus 13 will give you a positive 6. And so that's solving for y.